Okay, let's style this button and we will move further. Come to your editor and let's go to our style.css. Style.css, it will be in a public CSS directory under that CSS. Okay, so we will now access our class title and so we require a title text align center left. We will align our text length and the font size is 20 pixel and the padding from left, top, right and bottom. So the padding for the margin distance between content and the border of the button. So padding will be a 30 pixel. So save it and let's check in our browser. Title text align left, font size 20 pixel, padding 30 pixel. If we are in here, so we have set our title here. So it's setting the padding around the add new company and the size and margin of that company, but not with the button. And we will fix, let's add a style margin top 25 pixel. We set it and let's check. Again it is up. Let's change it to 40. Refresh. Little bit down 45. Now come to 50. Save it. 60. Save it. So now it's aligned to our add new company. Okay. So this is a div row for our header, add new company and the company's name. Okay. So we required now another row, and under that row we need a full width div. So column small 12. Small that we are using, so this application can also be used in tablet, mobile and the desktop. That's why we are using a small column small 12. Okay. And under that full width div, we required another div with class column small 6 and plus column small offset. So we will offset 3 from left and 3 from right to total become 12. So 6 plus 6 become 12. Okay. Okay, let's create this structure first. So row column width 12 and column small 6 and column small offset 3. So in this structure we will So we will create our farm. So farm action will be our root. So root that we have created. Company.store. So we can give company dot store. So remember in our web, so we have a company dot store. This so we are calling root name in our create farm. So farm action, this farm will be submit to a company dot store, and the class is farm horizontal. Role is farm, and the method is post. Okay. Also, we required a CRSF token for authentication. So it's required for Laravel authentication. Sorry, for protection. So we can add our CRSF field. So it will inject this token inside our farm. Okay. So we now required a class div with the class farm group, and under that we required a label, and label plus a div class colon small 10, and under that we required a input field. Let's create it. So div farm group, a label for, and a div column class 12, and under that div we required a input. Okay, so label is name, and the class will be colon small 2, and farm control label. So give a name and in input field. So input type text, class will be farm control, and name will be a name, and placeholder name. Okay, save it and let's check in our browser. So now we have a field name, and this is the label. For our errors, to have to check for display error, let's create an, every view has an array of errors. So we can pick or take only one error that with the field name is name. So errors, we will use a function has helper function, and if error has name, so what we can do, so let's end this if, and if error has error, so we will create a span, and the class will be help desk, help block, and under that we required a strong field to bold this text, and the class will be text danger. So it is a bootstrap class text danger, and here we will print our Bleeding syntax, blade syntax, and we will display our error. If errors first, only the match, if the first one that it will be matched, this error name will be a name. So if in array of errors, only this first one that will match through this with name to show that error. Okay, this one the farm group, and let's create a submit button. So we need a div with class farm group. Under that div we require another div colon small 10, and another class column we will offset small offset 2, and under the div we required a button. So button with class button button info, and another class pull right. It will pull the button to right side. Let's create it. So we require a farm group. I think it's not created here. Will be a class dot error. Okay, farm group a column small 10, and the another class column small offset 2. Under that div we require a button with the class button info and pull it right. So create it, and now we have successfully button. Let me align this text. Okay. So it will be a submit. Okay. And let's save it and check it in our browser. So we have a button pull button info pull right, and the button type button type will be submit. Submit button type submit, and class button info pull right. So it will yes offset to check. I think it's look nice, cool, and the layout is now we have created. And let's another we have to display an error in our div. So we have to highlight if the name when we validate this field, so this field this border will be highlighted red as we have did in our sign up page and sign in page. Okay, in a div let's create an upgrade syntax. So if errors has name, so if this condition become ternary operator and we will give a string. If this error condition become true, so make the class another class has error and colon and other the string blank string. If it is not, if it is failed false, so only a blank string, no class will be injected in this div. Okay, control S to save, and